You are listening to one of the most prolific podcasts. I'm Caleb.
It's your boy DT.
And I'm Ken.
We are the Mind Report. Here to push your mind and change your thoughts. This is another episode of the Mind Report. Look, we are in full gratitude right now. If you didn't catch the last episode, go back and listen to that because that is part one of excuses that we telling ourselves and that we really need to stop this year going into this upcoming year. So without further ado, it's your boy DT.
I'm Ken.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are the Mind Report. So Caleb, I got a question for you.
What's that?
What's the thought of the day?
The thought of the day is going to be excuses that you must avoid to succeed in 2022. And the first topic that I want to talk about is when people say, I don't like dealing with people. When you are in a business, you have to operate with people, whether you like it or not. I mean, you need people in order to strive and succeed. Look at Amazon. Amazon is striving right now because that's a people's business. Tesla, you selling cars to people. Amazon, you shipping to people's houses. So anything that you do in life or any like business that you have to become a people's person, whether you like it or not. So I feel like when people use that as an excuse to say, you know, oh, I don't deal with people, you're just stuck in your ways. You know what I'm saying? You have to get your head out your own ass and you really just have to be more social with people so that you can build a business, so that you can expand and grow, because you need people to get it going. You need people. Anything that you do in life, you need people. So you really got to get that out of your head by saying that you're not a people's person, because you can be a people's person if you want to, but you're choosing not to. And I think that just comes with a little bit of pride, but people got to really put that to the side and just understand, like, hey, I got a business and I'm trying to make it work, so I have to network with people. I have to understand people. I can understand that some people may not like to deal with other people just because everyone's personality is different. You may get a nice person, you may get a mean person, you may get a person who asks too much questions, you may have a person that don't even talk at all. But you have to understand that the different personality types, and you have to understand how to deal with it. And once you do that, and once you understand that, then okay, now I can utilize that in my business so that it can grow. But you really have to be social.
I agree with that. Like Caleb said, people, sometimes your business rely on people. You get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to you doing business, at the end of the day, in order for you to make money, you got to be able to deal with other people. You got to deal with people when it comes to gaining more knowledge. At the end of the day, it's always going to be somebody you got to deal with in order to make whatever it is you got going on work. And sometimes it be to make it easy as well.
And I feel like when people say you don't like dealing with people, that's more of something that you have with yourself, because with any type of level of success, you can reach success by yourself. But for you to have massive success, you're going to need some people that's behind you moving at the same drum with the same rhythm that you moving to. Right. You can do anything. You can do much by yourself, but you can do more with other people. And I like how Caleb had broke it down. No matter what part of business you in, you're going to always need people. People actually push your business. And I have never seen a business owner actually do a whole business by himself, by him being a customer base, the management team, the creative director. I have never seen nothing like that. If that is, then basically your money ain't going nowhere. It's basically going in a hula hoop around and around. Right. But you have to be able to get yourself out of that mindset and say, you know what, I understand there's different type of people and personalities in this world, but I just got to adjust just so I can get a little bit more further than what I am and start dealing with the people versus people dealing with me.
Right.
Another thing that people always tell themselves, when we was in network marketing, I used to hate when people say this. Like, how is too old is too old.
Right.
Like, you are never too old to actually start anything. And that's what Colonel Sanders. That man been frying chicken for a whole bunch of years. Right. But it took him to 65 to actually start his business. So you are never too old. And with Steve Harvey, y'all know I'm big on Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey didn't actually get on TV till he was 38. He been saying this for ever since he was little. And it took him to 38. So understand that timing is everything. Yeah, today might not be your time, but look at 5 to 10 years from now. Right. Don't look at where you are right now. Look at where you could be. Right. But you have to be consistent and you have to keep gaining experience. But if you do not do that, let's just say you just stop and say, well, I'm not getting any type of results that I want. You're not going to have the results that you want. It takes years for you to actually learn what you want to learn and get what you want to get. But if you never step out and actually put your foot forward and keep your head down into whatever it is that you're doing to try to get yourself better, you never going to have what you say you want.
Right. When it comes to being too old, the way I feel like it's just like DT. I remember I was in high school. It was my 11th grade year. And we took a field trip to Florida State. And it was a man up there, like DT said. I want to say he was like 55, but he started his own IT company. And I think by the time he said, it was like 58, he had to make his first $1 million off that company. And he was just telling us, like, he had everything against him. And like when it came to his age, he was in his head, but he had to like push forward and let himself know, like, it's no, like you still living. You get what I'm saying? So as long as you living, you breathing, and you're able to do whatever it is you need to do. And like that stuck with me because it's like a lot of times, even with people being young, like we make so many excuses, but for an old person, I wouldn't say old, but a person that's up in age to like have no excuse and actually get that shit done, like it gave me the mindset like, bro, you only 24, 25, 18 at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's never too late to do whatever you want to do. And that's something that everybody has to carry on with them because you never know. Your breakthrough age may be 70. You know what I'm saying? I know 70-year-olds that's still out and able, you know what I'm saying? So your breakthrough age may be 70, your breakthrough age may be 65, it may be 60. Like you never know when your time is coming. The only thing you can do is be consistent with whatever it is you're doing.
That's all. And I like the example that you gave too. And with that being said, like sometimes when it comes to times or age or middle-aged people, sometimes it may not be that time for you. You know what I'm saying? When you are 30 years old or 20 years old, it may not be that time for you just then and there. Sometimes you have to go through certain things to understand how certain stuff works. Just like how DT said, Colonel Sanders, he been frying chicken ever since Lord knows when, but it take him that long to actually build a successful business. But let's say he built a successful business when he was 20. Let's say KFC got started when he was 20, and then he didn't have some of the tools or the lessons that he learned since then. Let's say he didn't learn those lessons. He just went straight into business. We probably wouldn't be eating KFC right now, right? Because some of the things that he had to go through to learn as a person for it to still become a business and for his legacy to stay on. So people really just got to understand that as long as you stay consistent and then your time is going to come. Sometimes it may not be when you want it to come, but as long as you stay consistent, it's going to come no matter what, because it's going to come, and that's a big thing because you get what you expect in life. And when you're working through your goals and when you're striving and you putting in work, when you putting in the footwork with your goals and it's going to pop off, it may take 20 years. It may take 10 years. It may take a month. It may take a year. But it's going to happen. And once it's going to happen, it's going to come to you. Because now, at this point, your goals is going to want you as much as you want it. Because it's going to come. It's going to happen. It's like having faith without actually seeing anything. And that's exactly what it is. You have to have faith within yourself. And when you have faith within yourself, you give off that energy, and all those things that you want start to come align with one another.
So another excuse a lot of people make is waiting for all the lights to be green. One thing I know is like people will always find an excuse to not do what they want to do, with this being one of them. I'm just waiting on the perfect time to do this. I'm waiting for XYZ to start. I'm going to tell y'all something. It's never going to be a perfect time to do anything. When I say never, it's never. The perfect time to do something is when you chose to do it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's just what it is. But you gotta, at some point in life, you gotta realize that a lot of things move off of you. A lot of things happen because of you. The light's gonna turn green when you press the button for it to turn green. Unless you press that button, it's always gonna be yellow. It's always gonna be red. It's never gonna be green. So at the end of the day, you gotta put your best foot forward, and you just got to make the shit happen.
Damn right.
This man.
But I know with that, I know a lot of people like, oh, I'm going to wait till this time perfect. I'm going to wait till this. And when this happens, I'm going to do this. No, stop talking yourself out of the opportunity and just do it. There's never going to be a time all your ducks line up in a row. No, you just got to keep pushing and to the point you get some type of thing that you want to see or some type of progress that you want to gain. But if you never push forward, how can you know is this exactly what you want? Right. And a lot of people just don't go out there to just try something that they have on a mind or their heart to do. They just basically just stick with what's been coming to them as of right now. But in order for you to have something new, you have to be able to try new things. But don't never wait till the perfect time, because it's never going to be a perfect time. Like the time and that you waiting on is right now. It's just waiting on you to move on it. If you don't never move on it, you will never have anything, or you will never start this new business, or you will never gain this type of success, or you will never do anything because you stuck in your head. I think it was Tony Robbins that said, if you stuck in your head, that's where you're going to be dead at. Say whatever don't proceed, it never grows. And whatever don't grow, guess what, is already dead. It's a growing process through life, but you have to be able to take that first step. And taking that first step is not waiting for everything to line up. Stop procrastinating and get into some action.
Yeah, sometimes with that, you can't just sit there and wait for everything to line up together. You have to make everything align together for you. Right. Other words, you have to go out there and you have to connect all the dots in a row. You have to go out there and you have to create that opportunity so that everything can align for you. Mm-hmm. So when you get off that energy that I got to go, I want to reach, I'm staying consistent, and this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it. And then you do it for so long, you start to give off that energy to the point where things do start to align for you. Things do start to come together for you. People will come in your life and they would be beneficial to whatever you're trying to do because you're carrying that energy. But if you just sit there and just waiting for it to come to you, that shit ain't gonna come. You feel me? You really just got to go out there and create the opportunity for you so that everything can align together for you, so that you can reach your goals. But if you just sit there and just wait, you're going to keep on waiting. And like DT said, right now is the perfect time. Right now, this very moment, you hearing my voice now is the right time for you to get started, to do whatever you want to do.
To add to what you said, the opportunity comes when you create it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to put yourself in that mindset because it may not be an opportunity there for you to take. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes in life, you got to create the opportunity. Like, waiting on the opportunity will be forever. It's just, your idea come and you just act on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It may not be nobody there to give you the opportunity.
Yeah, when you act on it, so much things start to become noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, your confidence level is going to be at its all-time high because, like, dang, this is what I've been doing. And, like, all the ducks in a row is starting to come together ever since I started to take action. It's starting to make sense. Like, everything is just falling in my lap just because I'm grinding and I'm creating the opportunity for myself. So that is a very true statement. You really just got to get out there and just create the opportunity for yourself, because if you don't, no one's going to create the opportunity for you. Right. No one's going to do that for you. And the opportunity sure is not going to find you. You got to go out there and grind and get it. You got to create that for you. And another excuse a lot of people like to use is like, my husband, my wife, my parents didn't support me. It's not your parents, it's not your mother's, it's not your husband's, it's not your wife's life, it's yours. It's your opportunity, it's what you're doing. You wouldn't want those people to be your biggest supporters, but sometimes they're not going to be your biggest supporters. Some people are not going to see this through the same sunglasses that you see through. Sometimes you just got to, put yourself first. It's like, this is something that I want to do because I don't want to live life with no regrets. I don't want to live life because you didn't think that this was a smart move or that you didn't approve this, because at the end of the day, it's my life and I got to live it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going to be on a deathbed, I'm going to be thinking about those moments that I didn't take action just because of what somebody else said or how somebody else feels. I just feel like personally that when you have those type of people that's not supporting you, that should just really, it should hit home to you, because it's like, damn, you really want them to support you. But now it has to be more motivation involved with it, because now I have to make this known because this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to do. And if you're not going to support me with shit, fuck it. I'm still going to do it regardless of how you feel and how you don't feel, because I know it's going to take off. And when it does take off, now I want to see your face. I want to see those results. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put it in your face, but I'm going to let my actions and my results and the things speak for itself, because now you didn't believe in me. I feel like, some people look for instant gratification from their peers or from the people that they love around them because of what they're trying to do. And you want that. And that's something that's normal. But sometimes, you're not going to have everyone that's going to support you. Everyone's not going to see through the same sunglasses you see through. Some people just not going to feel how you feel. But the main thing is you have to take that step, because let's say that you never took that step. And now you're hiding so much potential that you could potentially have just because of somebody else, how somebody else feels. You may want to check that person, because anything that you do, especially people that they claim that they love you, they're going to support you regardless. They're going to say, okay, they may sound like a crazy idea, but shit, I'm with it if you with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if that's what you're trying to do, then hey, I'm gonna support you. You got my all support. I may not agree with it, but I'm still gonna support you because I'm here for you.
Right.
And so some people may not have that support. And if you don't have that support, you have to think about your life. You have to think about the decisions that you are going to make, because you can't let no one else make those decisions for you. You can't go based upon how somebody else feels in a situation, because at the end of the day, it's your life. Like I said, it's your life, and you really gotta just move on how you feel.
Right. I would say in life, people displace their limitations. So sometimes people don't see it for you because they didn't see it for themselves. Sometimes, your mama may not see it for you because she didn't see it for herself. Or daddy may not see you making $1 million because he didn't see himself making $1 million. In life, you have to, all the time in life, you got to understand, like, you got to be your biggest cheerleader. I say that a lot. If you see that shit for yourself and it makes sense and it's real logical for yourself, that's the only person you should really be giving a fuck about when it comes to your success. Having the support, like Caleb said, from your loved ones and your peers make the process easier. But at the end of the day, the process is still going to be the process, easy or hard. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just something that you got to go through. If you sat down with yourself, you had that conversation with yourself, it was logical, it was realistic, and that shit added up and it made sense to you, like, you the only person that need to see the vision, because sometimes the vision that God has given you is only for you to see. That vision that's only for you to see may not make sense to other people simply because they wasn't blessed to actually see it. Whether you got the support from your peers or not, your wife, your husband, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your family, them, like, you just got to, like, make that shit happen. If it's in your heart to do that shit, do that shit.
Now, with me, if you support me or you don't support me, who cares? I'm doing what's best for me. Now, my vision is my vision. I don't care if you see it anyway. You're not seeing through my eyes or what God gave me to actually carry out. At the end of the day, I'm my biggest supporter. I don't care what you think about me, what the process might bring, or if nobody in the family ever did this, I'm going to be the first one.
Right.
So I'm going to be the shifter. While you sitting up here still playing this same game, I'm going to play the game a little bit more different. I'm going to make my own rules. That's one thing about me. And a lot of people can tell you in my family, I always been a rebel. So I always outdo what was put in place to do. So with me, I don't care whether it be my wife, kids, nieces, nephews. If you go against me, that means I'm doing something right. So get out of that mind frame of thinking that you need people to support you. Yeah, it might make your vision a little bit more easy for people to support you, but as long as you supporting you, it don't matter what they got going on, because opinions don't make me, and it definitely doesn't pay me.
Right.
So as long as I believe in myself and believe in my ability to do whatever it is that I see that I can do, that's all that matter. I don't care about what you think, what he say, what she say, or how she feel about it. At the end of the day, it's all about what I'm going to do about it. So that's one of the things that I always tell people. Don't think that you need people to support where you going, because everybody not meant to go where you go. So understand it, and don't find yourself getting caught up in there, because there's a lot of noise. But I think the biggest thing that a lot of people be telling me is their job is too demanding. How can something have that much power over you to the point where you scared to move in the direction that you're supposed to move into? And with your job being too demanding, guess what? Now you need to start demanding something out of yourself. So you need to get away from anything that's kind of like holding you back. And especially if it's a job. Now, I said we're not down in jobs, but a job mission is to make you so tired that you can't work on your own dreams. So you working on somebody else's dreams, but you can't work on your own.
Right.
Help me do the math on that. Do that even add up?
Right. Help me understand.
It sounds like you're doing a lot of subtracting right now and dividing. You're not doing no multiplying and adding.
Right.
So get out of the mindset of what a job can do for you and figure out what you can do for you.
how can you work on someone else's dreams but not work on your own? And when you're in this life, you're in this life to live life to the fullest. You want to make sure that you're getting everything out of life, that you're living the best way that you can. And it's just my personal opinion. But I could never work for a company for 40 years and just not work on my goals. I can't put myself to the side for someone else who doesn't even give a damn about me. So I feel like you have to have a plan to execute. You have to have a plan to escape that 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with working because, like you say, you got to take care of your family. You got to pay some bills, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, you have to have a plan to escape that because you don't want to live that for so long. Because nowadays, they up in the retirement. Now how we got to be to retire now? Like 70 years old?
67.
67?
By the time we get to that age, shit, it's probably like
70, 75. You know what I'm saying?
So they not projecting you to actually have a long life after retirement anyway. So why would you want to keep following that same system?
Right.
A system is built in order for people to stay in line. So think about it. If you go to any kind of fast food restaurant, they got a system, right? So that every time they fix this, no matter where you at, it still tastes the same.
Yep.
So if you got a system in place to keep people from actually pursuing their dreams, guess what? It's still gonna taste the same. You're gonna either have regret or you're gonna have results.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
Drops mic. Drops mic. I feel like what Caleb and DT been saying, like, you gotta understand, like, these companies really don't give a fuck about you, dog. Taking that into account, you have to have some type of balance when it comes to dedicating yourself to them and dedicating yourself to yourself. Because at the end of the day, and my mom and daddy taught me this as a kid, you're not going to get rich just by working a job. You have to have some other source of income coming in. Like, I think we had an episode on there. I ain't going to get too much off the topic, but the goal should be to have multiple sources of income and you only live off 0.5% off one of them. And while the other one's coming in, you just stacking it up. And so you understand, like, you're only blessed with a certain amount of time in a day. It's after 24 hours, that's it. So you got to understand, like, you have to have something in place because you can only work so much, so hard till your body shut down on you.
Right.
So you have to have some other source of income in order for yourself to be striving, especially like with the inflation and everything going up now. Like, you got to have something in place because these jobs just ain't cutting it. So,
And stop living out here like you got 1,000 years.
right, like
you need some type of push. I have never seen nobody live to 1,000.
shit, barely 100.
That's what I'm saying. So you need that push to actually get you to the next level. So if you working, okay, that's fine, but also have you something that you working on the side.
Right.
So your full-time work don't have to be your life work.
Right.
So get out of it. Have your part-time work actually become what you actually fulfilling and you stepping into. Mm-hmm. That's your destiny. Don't let this job be your destiny, because if you do, I guarantee you'll kill your dream.
You're going to be short every time. These boss mans ain't going to let you get richer than them.
Nah.
Oh no.
Or not even in the same neighborhood.
No. Oh, no. Oh.
Boy, that's a story for another day. I just wanted to add that in there.
So another excuse a lot of people make is I'm not good at marketing. I'm gonna tell y'all this. That's bullshit. A lot of people, everybody is good at marketing. People just market the wrong shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing for you to get on Instagram or Facebook and share bullshit, but it's always when it comes to you and when it comes to your stuff and you putting your business out there, it's always like a block there. You got to understand that everything you post, everything you talk about is marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you post pictures, you marketing yourself. When you share other things, you marketing something else. So you got to understand that just a little bit can go a long way. It could take you a long way. Just opening your mouth up, talking to one person a day can take your business a long way. You get what I'm saying? Like, just getting yourself out there. It could be putting yourself on shirts. It could be just going different places, passing out business cards. Like, you got to understand, you just market the wrong shit. Everybody's good at marketing. Everybody good at, passing some shit out. Everybody good at tossing something,
Right.
So it's just, you got to market the right shit. Pay attention to the right shit.
Yeah, if you can market somebody else's music, you can definitely market whatever you got going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a true statement. Everybody, whatever you believe in, whatever you like, you gonna market. If you like cars, you gonna post every car you see,
Right.
every car you're attracted to, every car that you like.
And when you do that, you marketing that brand of the car, Lamborghini,
Exactly. Yep.
Bentley.
Come on now. Come on. You doing free advertisement
Right.
at this point. Some people just market the wrong things. And it's sometimes with the wrong things being marketed, you can really market whatever you want to. You just really got to change your perspective on it.
And when you say you're not good at marketing, do you talk on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah.
So basically, every time you say something out your mouth, you marketing something.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I was to ask somebody, what's your favorite restaurant, and you tell me, basically, you just told me word of mouth.
Yeah.
If you complaining about somebody, that's word of mouth.
Right.
If you talking about a situation, that's word of mouth.
Right.
So everything that you say out your mouth is marketing. So you are a marketing genius. Just like Ken say, you just marketing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
If you have a business and you talk about your business 24/7, you marketing your business. If you're on social media and you posting things about your business, guess what? You are marketing your business.
Right.
Everybody is a marketing genius, but you just have to market the right things. Jump more into the positive aspect of it instead of you saying what you can and you can't do, because you can do anything that you fully think that you're capable of doing. And everything that you say is word of mouth. So just market the right things. Don't get so caught up in what you think that you can't network, because you can do anything. And I hear a lot of people spread gossip, but you can't spread like a business that you started just to make your life circumstance better. So you have to be able to actually market your business or market yourself, because sometimes you can be your own brand.
Right.
But don't never find yourself saying what you can't do, because everybody talk every single day. And a lot of people, I think they say a lot of people say over 70,000 words a day. So you mean to tell me out of those 50 to 70,000 words, you're not marketing yourself
Right.
in some way, shape, or form?
Sad.
That's sad. So say the things that's gonna pay you and market yourself or market your business.
Right. I like what you said about people spreading gossip. That adds on to what I said, and that's another example of what I said. People market the wrong shit. Instead of you out here marketing somebody else's business, somebody else's life, like speak on your own. You get what I'm saying? Like, talk about what you got going on. Talk about, how you finna do X, Y, Z, or how you finna better yourself. In order to get ahead in life, you got to understand, you got to pay attention to what you say out your mouth and what you speak into the world.
But I think a lot of people find themselves saying that I'm not professional. And with this statement, it kind of hits home, because like I used to always think in order to do any type of business or in order to speak or go to any type of engagement, you have to always be professional. Now, when it's time to handle business, yeah, you got to handle business. But as far as you thinking that you have to be professional with everything that you do, you don't have to put on this facade of this face that you just a corporate man. Because you will find yourself getting in a place where you like, oh, I really don't fit in here. And don't never find yourself being that type of person or falling into that type of position. But if you fully you and you authentic, you will never feel to the point that you're not professional, because you professional at all times.
Right.
Because I'm me.
Right.
And I'm going to project where I am on everybody that I come across. That fall back into opinions. By you doing that, yeah, there's going to be some people that say you're not professional, but at the end of the day, I'm professional with myself.
Yeah, to add on to that, like, you just got to be yourself and be comfortable with yourself. Like me, I am who I am. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to me posting on social media, when it comes to me talking on the podcast, I'm going to talk my shit. And so when you put yourself in a position to know your shit and know what you talking about, and when you own your shit, it's nothing nobody else could do, because that knowledge is already with you. So I don't care if I'm walking in the room ghetto as fuck. I don't care if I'm walking in the room proper as fuck. At the end of the day, you finna get this game however I deliver it, because it's real shit. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether I cuss, whether I yell, whether I speak extremely proper, you know what I'm saying? You finna get this message. And that's just what it is. And like, I feel like sometimes when it comes to be professional, like, people take that shit too serious. Like I said, if you know your shit, you on your shit, be that. You don't have a lot of people like that shit. Just it be aggravating as hell because it's like, bro, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta do all that.
Right.
You know, it don't take all that. Like sometimes trying too hard and trying to be too professional and trying to make it seem like you just bought your business 100%, that shit pushes potential customers away. You just trying, like DT said, you like putting on this facade, like, bro, you not really like that, dog.
Yeah.
You don't really speak like that. Like, I ain't even finna do business with you because you can't even be real with me, and I know this ain't
Exactly.
You can't even be real with yourself.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
it's like, bro, like, no, sir. We
So
not.
just because you put on a suit, that mean you professional?
No.
Exactly. It's a mindset.
I could walk in with like the cheapest outfit and still talk the same game or better that a man come in with a suit. Just because you dressed in a suit don't mean that you sharp mentally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I could know more shit than you. We could be in the business meeting and I could take this business further than you.
Right.
Yeah, well, I agree with both of y'all. You know, you can't put on this facade. You got to be real with people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real. First of all, you got to be real with yourself. And once you're real with yourself, people will start to know, like, okay, this dude's real. This dude is just being himself, and I'm fucking with it.
Right.
I'm loving it because now you're being not only being real with yourself, but it shows that you can be real with other people. You can be transparent. You can be just not so much a corporate person or just trying to please people by you putting on a show. You actually being real with yourself. You're not gonna jump into anything being a pro. You don't go straight to the NFL. You have to go to high school, college and stuff. You have to, there's levels to it.
Right.
And just with anything that you do in life, like you hopping into entrepreneurship or you starting a business or whatever it is, you're not going to be a professional. You're going to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, you got to be real and upfront and honest. When you're a trader, you know, some traders don't post their losses. You know what I'm saying? But it comes with it. It comes with that.
But they say it take 10,000 hours in order for you to become a professional. So are you actually, think about it. If you started playing football or basketball or baseball when you were 6 or 7, all the way up until the end of high school, don't you know you put in those type of hours to actually become professional?
Yeah.
So why not with anything else that you do? I mean, if you want to become a professional, you have to put in those hours and you have to put in that work. Right. So it's not so much of how my appearance is. It's about my mindset on whatever it is.
Right.
So if you put in that type of time and gaining the knowledge on whatever it is that you actually trying to pursue or that what you trying to do, you automatically a professional anyway. No matter what your appearance is, it's about the mindset that you have on it.
It ain't, like DT said, it's not about your appearance. It's what you have up top. Like, it's like my appearance shouldn't even matter. Like I said, like my mindset, that's some shit you can't gauge by just looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to actually hear me speak, like see what I can do in order to, you know, find out what I'm all about.
Yeah, that is very much true. But, you know, hopefully everyone can just take from this and just learn that, you know, you don't have to live an ordinary life. You don't have to go through the norm. You don't have to set other people's opinion. You really just have to go based upon how you feel and what you want to do. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't cut yourself short. Don't cheat on yourself. You really have to go through life making decisions based upon how you feel and just know that things is always going to work out in your favor. But hopefully we added some type of value to your mind so that you can check your thoughts. Follow us on Instagram at The Mind Report. Also stream us however you want at www.themindreportpodcast.com. I'm your host, Caleb.
I'm Ken.
And I'm DT.
And we are The Mind Report.
And we are out.
If you enjoyed this podcast episode, make sure you share it with someone else.
And be on the lookout for new episodes. And make sure you subscribe now.
This is The Mind Report.
And we are out.